What's good, y'all? It's Cruze by Cruze. I just wanted to update you guys on what I think about the cordless fast feeds. Now, I've been seeing a lot of reviews. I know Rum Barber posted one, and there are other people who posted them. There's a lot of mixed reviews about this clipper. There are a couple of things that I think a lot of people didn't realize. It took me some time to really start to like them. So when I was using them, there was a little bit of a bald line at the bottom, and I couldn't figure out why. The clippers had been pushed up. I zero gapped them, everything. So I kept using them. They worked well on shadow fades, but I struggled with bald fades. I thought it was because of the lever opening up so much, but it was not. The lever kind of made me feel like, man, where do I stop? Because if I open it up a little, is it too much or is it too little? Or do I need to open it up more? The lever threw me off because it opens up so wide. So after a couple weeks, I took them apart. I zero gapped them even closer than I did before. You have to zero gap these to the point where they're almost overlapping, like very, very, very close. Once I did that, everything worked out, but you really have to zero gap them very close. I don't zero gap my corded that close, but for the cordless, I did, and it's worked out perfect for me. At first, I was like, you know what? I'm done with this clipper. What I had to do was go back and try it again. Once I tried it again, after I zero gapped them, it worked perfect. It didn't leave any lines that were too hard to get out. They're actually very similar to the regular fast feeds. The lever, it does open up pretty wide, but it's the same cutting process. It seems different. It feels weird because they open up so wide, but it's actually the same process. One other thing I noticed, people were asking me, why do they sound like that? They don't sound the best. They don't sound like they cut well, but when you go through hair, bulk, all that, they cut very smooth. They just mow through everything. There were quite a few people asking me that too. Why do they sound like that? They do sound loud, but once you get past that, I think it doesn't bother. It bothered me a little at first because I have a lot of clippers and a lot of them are quiet, but once you get past that, I think these are some really nice clippers. Will I keep them in the rotation? Probably, but they might not be my go-to right away. They've grown on me. They've definitely grown on me, but it's taken some time for me to really put them into my rotation, and I think it's gonna take a little bit more time. They are very nice clippers. They cut well. I can do a clean ball fade with them. The last few haircuts on my Instagram, they're cut with those clippers, and they're, as you can see, smooth fades. The lines aren't as hard to get out once you zero gap them closer. There are people who are going to stick with this clipper. There's people who aren't gonna stick with this clipper. Another thing, I tried to take the blade off and put on a ceramic blade. I know a lot of people use the Andis coarse cutter. That blade does not fit on this clipper. You would have to get another blade for this clipper. I'm not 100% sure which ceramic blade will work for this clipper, but the cutting blade is not the same to where you could switch it out with the Andis coarse cutter blade anymore. They do not get hot. I haven't ran into any issues like that. To me, they cut very similar to the regular corded fast feeds, but the lever does take some getting used to, I will say that. All in all, I think it's a solid clipper. I know if you go on petedge.com, you can order a blue pair, but the only issue is they're back ordered. We ordered a pair. I couldn't tell you when we're gonna get them, but they do have a blue pair on petedge.com. Other than that, I think it's a smooth clipper. Purple guards fit on there. You can do ball fades, you can cut through bulk, you can do all that with this clipper. It's really just preference. It's all preference. It does feel a little bigger in the hand. It's a new clipper. It's gonna take some getting used to, just like everything else. I'm still looking for new clippers to upgrade to. I've got a few that I decided to keep in my lineup. These cordless fast feeds will make the lineup. Will they be my go-tos? I'm not sure yet. I still have a couple other clippers to try. The next thing I plan to pick up are some detachable clippers. Right now I'm in between the Cordless 76, the Oster Octane, and the Super ZR2. So if you have any of these, please let me know in the comments which one you prefer and why. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Like, subscribe, and we can talk about everything in the comments. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace.